Hello to all my story lovers. Today I'm going to read How the Sea Becomes Salty. A long, long time ago, sea water was sweet and drinkable. How it became salty is a remarkable story. Sridhar was an orphan. He stayed with his brother Keshav and his sister-in-law Leela. While Keshav was quiet and kind, Leela was mean and selfish. She resented Sridhar staying with them. She would not give him enough to eat, made him to work very hard, and found many ways to trouble him. Keshav could never gather the courage to stop his wife from treating his brother so badly. One day, Leela told Sridhar to get firewood. Obediently, he went to the nearby forest with his axe and chopped some wood. Then he had bundled the sticks and returned just it was getting dark. On seeing him, Leela shouted, "Look how late you are! What took you so long? Is this any time to come home? When will I light the kitchen fire and when will I cook?" Then, looking carefully, she looked, "Where is the axe? If you have left in the forest, you have to return right now and get it. I will not allow you to enter the house without it." Poor Sridhar had to walk back into the forest in the dark. The shadows were dense and there was no moonlight to help him either. He searched everywhere but could not find the axe. Without realizing it, he wandered deeper and deeper into the forest as he searched. Suddenly, storm clouds gathered and rain started pouring down. Sridhar spotted a flicker of light in the distance and ran towards it. The light was coming from a fire, which had been lit inside a small cave. Sridhar dashed in and, to his surprise, saw his axe lying in the cave next to some firewood. Then, as he looked carefully, some dwarfs emerged from the shadows. Without taking any notice of him, they gathered around the fire and holding hands and began to dance. The Sridhar stood and watched them in amazement. An old dwarf with a long white beard came up to him and said, "Come and join our dance." But Sridhar was wonderstruck and did not know what to do. He noticed that the fire was starting to burn out, so he chopped the firewood into smaller pieces and fed the fire. The night passed, with the dwarfs dancing and Sridhar filling the fire with fresh wood when it looked like it was dying. The dwarfs were very happy. When dawn broke and their celebrations ended, one of them came up to Sridhar and said, "You helped us so much last night. We have a gift for you. Here is a fan. Whenever you desire something, just wave the fan gently and ask for it. When you have got enough, whisper 'enough, enough, enough,' and it will stop producing the objects." Saying this, he handed Sridhar what looked like an ordinary fan. Then the group of doves swiftly melted into the forest. Sridhar could not believe his luck. Just to try out the fan, he waved it in the air and said, "Get me a hot meal." As soon as he said this, dishes started falling from the sky, each filled with all kinds of delicious food. Sridhar whispered hurriedly, "Enough, enough, enough," and the dishes stopped appearing. Sridhar sat down and ate hearty meal, his first in the many years. Then he lay down in the shade of large tree and pondered what he should do next. He decided not to go back to his brother's house. Instead, he went to a beautiful town near the sea and there he built a house, made money, and never wanted for anything thanks to the magic fan. When Keshav and Leela heard that Sridhar was now living in a town near the sea, was very prosperous, they became jealous and they quickly packed their bags and went to meet him. Sridhar, who had always been very fond of his brother, greeted them politely and asked them to spend as much time as they wanted in his house. Keshav and Leela were wonderstruck, seeing the riches Sridhar had acquired. Leela told her husband that night, "How is it that your stupid brother has become so rich and we are still trying to make ends meet in the village? You must ask him his secret tomorrow." The next day, when Keshav questioned him, Sridhar told him, "Oh, I just got lucky. I was presented with a magic fan. When I wave it and ask for what I want, the fan produces it out of a thin air. When I have enough." Keshav did not have the patience to hear any more. "That's nice," he said. "May God bless you." Then he ran to tell Leela the story, whose greedy eyes glittered when she heard it. She had to get her hands on that fan. That night, when everyone was asleep, she made Keshav creep the room where the fan was kept and steal it. Then the two of them ran out of the house, clutching the fan and bags filled with valuable stones. From Sridhar's house, they ran till they reached the harbor. A big ship was just about to leave. Leela said, "Why don't we leave this country once and for all? With this fan, we can make a good life for ourselves in any place." As usual, Keshav agreed, and the two boarded the ship. Seeing them, the captain asked, "Are you two new around here? Who are you?" Quickly, Leela answered, "My husband is a salt merchant. We are going to other countries to try and sell salt there. Our bags contain only salt." Next day at lunchtime, the cook of the ship came and complained to the captain, "My new helper boy left the sack of salt at the harbor. We are without any salt in the kitchen. How will I serve food to the passengers?" The captain immediately remembered the salt merchant on his ship. "Don't worry," he told the cook. "I will get some salt for you." Then he went to Keshav and said, "If you don't mind, can we buy one sack of salt from you for the ship's kitchen?" Keshav had to say yes. He and Leela went to the corner of the ship and waved the fan. "Give us salt," they said. Immediately, sacks full of salt started falling from the sky, but the couple did not know how to stop the magic fan. "Stop!" they yelled. Still the sack kept falling. "Cease! Halt! Discontinue!" they shouted, but they never got the right word. Enough, enough, enough. Many sacks of salt fell from the sky. The ship overturned and sank. The salt spilled into the sea. It rained salt sacks for many, many days, till the dwarfs heard about it and made the fan stop with their magic. But by then the sea was full of salt, which had dissolved in the water, and the sea remained salty forever after. Now, this is the end of the story. If you like the story, then like it, share it, comment it. Bye bye.